Rohingya crisis intensifies as funding shortfalls and runway fires threaten life at Cox's Bazar's refugee camp. On March 5th, fire broke out at Cox's Bazar's refugee camp, engulfing large swaths of the settlements, causing massive setback for residents who were already living in substandard conditions. Cox's Bazar is the world's largest refugee camp, hosting over 1 million Rohingya refugees fleeing systemic genocide in Myanmar's Rakhine province. Unfortunately, fires have broken out in the camp several times in the past, causing significant damage and displacement. According to Bangladesh Refugee Commissioner Mizanur Rahman, some 2,000 shelters have been burned, leaving about 12,000 forcibly displaced Rohingyas shelterless, adding that 35 mosques and 21 learning centers were among the destroyed buildings. This is not the first time a fire of such scale has broken out in the camp. 2 to 3 great fires erupt in the camps every year, creating a displacement within displacement for those whose camps are ravaged by the blaze. While fire safety trainings have reduced fatalities, urgent attention is needed for low-cost interventions, such as fire retardant shelters and designated fire access routes. Neglecting these measures not only causes destruction, but also inflicts further damage on the dignity of Rohingya Muslims, who deserve global compassion. Furthermore, the World Food Programme announced a funding shortfall of $125 million, leading the aid organizations to cut down on monthly food vouchers for Rohingya refugees. The United Nations and the Bangladesh government have launched appeals to the international community to help address this shortfall. According to Rohingya rights expert Thomas Andrews, if the shortfall continues, Rohingya Muslims in Bangladeshi camps will have to survive on as little as 27 cents per day. It is alarming to consider that these camps are a source of refuge and safety for the persecuted community, and humanitarian funding for these camps is declining, raising alarm bells for organizations like the United Nations and others. To say that the earth is closing in on the Rohingya would be a gross understatement. A population relegated to living its life of state-enforced statelessness by its own country, Myanmar, live in squalid conditions. This is a life that the Rohingya brave unwelcome seas and treacherous border crossings for as they escape systemic genocide at home, a life that they continue to rebuild after every fire that ravaged camps in Cox's Bazar. While middle and low-income host countries like Bangladesh, and to some extent Pakistan, struggle to meet their needs amidst ongoing internal challenges, world leaders continue to offer nothing more than empty promises. There's no analytical tool or method that can fully encapsulate the scale of Rohingya suffering. So today, we borrow from the words of Palestinian poet Mahmoud Darwish on the grief of exile upon exile. Where should the birds fly after the last sky? I'm Usama Nizamani, and this was your Daily Dispatch.